Hey everybody, this is Miles, aka the New Sandwich here, and we're gonna take a little look at Miasmata, and the reason why I recorded this video was because I was playing, and in the description it says that there's this monster that's stalking you, and it happened that I turned around and he was there. So I tried to record it, but fortunately, when I alt tabbed into my into Bandicam, it crashed. So I set up a little auto key thing to get it working here, so I don't have to switch out. And so here you can see, trying to find out on the map where I am. The map is really different in this game. You have to use landmarks and triangulation and all kinds of weird, unconventional things that kind of make the game cool. If you also notice while I'm playing, I guess I'm maybe about 2 hours in-ish, when you have to be very careful with going down hills, things like that. You'll start sprinting, and then if you fall, it seems like it really increases your chance of getting a fever. And fever can be deadly, and you can also drown. You can die of thirst too. But right here, see, I'm heading over to my next point on the map where I should be heading. It was right around here when I spotted the monster that was stalking me. And I wasn't sure if it was going to happen again, because I don't know if it's scripted or if it just kind of whenever he shows up. But here I'm kind of triangulating my position, trying to use that over there. I thought it was landmark, but no go on that one. So, and there he is, snuck up on me, and I am going to just try to get out of here. Looks like I missed the run key there. And there he is, still after me. He's kind of like I thought it was like a panther kind of thing, but when you look at it, he's a green, kind of like a mossy color. He's got horns. And I'm not sure how, if you could just get away from him, but he seemed pretty quick, as you can see there. He's sneaking up on me, trying to get away from him, and tried to check the time there, and there you go, I fell. Fell down the cliff into the ocean there, and I thought that I died here, but apparently I didn't. So I think, oh no, there he is. I thought I lost him, but he's still creeping up on me. And I noticed too when I'm doing the triangulation that there's this little black dot that'll show up, and I don't know if that's supposed to be him creeping up on me, what that represents, but it's always pretty close to me. So here it looks like I managed to get away from him for the time being, and I'll try to head down here and try to move up to my next spot. There's some flowers down there. I can try to harvest and get some medical benefit out of it. But see, as you can see, it's getting blurry. That means I've got a fever, and to cure your fever, you can either use the flowers that you've discovered to make a medicine, or you can sleep. Sleep also gets rid of it. I don't think that drinking any of your water does anything to help that. So you can see there's that black dot there. I'm guessing that's him, but I don't really. I walked down here to try to see. Maybe he's creeping down there somewhere, but I don't see him. But the fever is hitting me again, so I want to try to get up to somewhere to get shelter and hopefully either find medicine or somewhere to rest, because it gets pretty bad if you let the fever go. But I don't think I've found this flower before, so I picked this one up. Excuse me. And it kind of tells you that I discovered this flower and blah blah blah. Nothing really of all that much use, but everything you do like that, it logs it in your journal. And you see, I'm kind of like a little skittish there, because he sneaks up on you so quick. You never know. You turn around, he's going to be there. Turned out that time it was only a squirrel, but You never know. Better safe than sorry. Kind of checking out here. Might as well take a sip of my water while I can. This is probably my third time beginning the game. I think this time I'm going to stick with it and see where it takes me. But it took me a while to figure out just what to do. Because you're picking up maps, but then you also could discover the map through the triangulation. So on my first, run through, I thought that I had to go and find these landmarks and triangulate my position to expose the map. But this time going through, I just kind of said, I'm just going to go follow the maps, go where they tell me to do, and see where that takes me. And that's the way it seems to be working a lot better. But, oh, there he is. He snuck up on me again. I don't know if he is aggro all the time, but he doesn't look like something to be messed with, so I'm going to try to get away from him. And I didn't even see that camp down there, so you see, you have to be really careful going down these, because the game kind of takes control when you start going down hills. If you can slip and start sliding down the hills pretty easily, and get out of control. And usually when I'm going down the hills, I just hold the back step button, because without that, you're just gonna go tumbling and fever and death, I would assume. So here's another flower I haven't found before. I believe that if you get a flower that you haven't identified before, it'll open up your notebook like that and give you kind of like a little synopsis of what you know about the flower so far. But I think that if you pick up a flower that you've discovered before, it won't force that notebook open like that. But I always try to figure out where I'm at all times, using these landmarks here, and see what it looks like. What you do, to be honest with you, I still haven't figured out exactly what the method is to do this, but it looks like you need to pick two locations that are known. So if you found the map for the area, you know that where they are. You can do that, and then once you know where you're at based on where those lines intersect, then you can identify new landmarks like I just did with that statue up there in the upper left-hand corner. But that took me quite a while to figure out. I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb, but it was a little challenging at first. And you'll notice here, you can see it really there with the bridge, that it's kind of got some pop-in issues, that it's just, I'm not sure if that's something that I need to change on my side. I messed with the graphic settings a little bit. It is running at full, everything's maxed out. But I have give you an idea of my setup here. I have an i5, I think it's the 3570K or the 3750K, whichever. The EVGA 660 Ti, 2 gig super clocked edition. Running it on I have an SSD, but I have these games installed. The games that I don't play regularly, I have installed on a regular, I think it's probably a 54 RPM hard drive. And got I think the Asus Sabertooth Z77 motherboard. And I guess that's about it as far as what would affect my gameplay. But that seems like something that is more on the software side. I'm not sure. I need to look into that. But you can see there, it said I saved by sleeping, and also by sleeping there, my fever is going away, which is nice. They don't have that blurring. If you let it go, the screen kind of gets blurrier and blurrier, and from the edges, and then it just gets really bad. It gets especially difficult to play at nighttime. It can be really, really tough to see where you're going. I experienced that earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, but I'm sure I'll have another video up soon enough. But the one thing about, not the one thing, but I guess another thing about the map triangulation is sometimes you can't really see what you're using as a location, because right there, I mean, you can kind of see that that's a hut, but it's not very obvious. But if the triangle pops up and it's white, you might as well use it and see what you can figure out. So whenever it gives you that question mark like that, that means you can't use it as a one of your initial identifying locations. But so not sure what's going on here. I was kind of wandering around a bit, but the environments are pretty nice. You know, I think this was a Steam Greenlight project, and they got approved through. And I recommend it for anybody that just wants to play. It's like more like a slow-paced survival game that you don't have a whole lot of direction, and I'm noticing that the game is pretty good at pointing you in the right direction without giving you the feeling that you just have go to location A, location B. It makes you feel more like you're the one that decided to go to that place, even though the game was kind of like, hey, idiot, you need to go over here. Which is good, because the way this map is set up, it could be very difficult to find your way around. On some occasions where I don't know where I'm going, I have to use my compass to just look at the map and estimate where I'm at, and just say, well, if I head such and such direction, then hopefully I'll run into a trail or an outpost at some point. But it rarely has a bright, kind of sunny outlook. I have to say, I apologize for any kind of quickness or skippiness with my mouse. Right now I'm working with a wireless mouse, and it leaves a lot to be desired. It's not great. So, but see here, I stumbled across cabin, and this was a fully loaded cabin. This has all the kind of tools you need to synthesize and identify flowers. You'll come across a lot of like tents that have the stuff to identify the flower and to store it, but it has no place to synthesize it into a medicine or anything of use. So I'm not sure what the benefit of those are. Maybe just to give you quick supplies that are somewhat stored in the storage bins. That may be. I'm not sure, but here I came across this endurance emphasis drug recipe. So I guess that'll be stored in my notebook now for future reference. I know that those two items will create that. Excuse me. So here I'm just going to identify this new plant that I've found, just to see if I'll synthesize it, if it'll do anything for me. I've had a couple plants where it just said, this plant is basically of no use and won't do anything. So that's, doesn't do a whole lot for you, but at least you know. Now you see basic medicine. That'll help with that. So that's a good thing. I'm going to make a basic medicine there after we see what this one does. Yeah. So these animations in between are kind of cool too, just to show that this guy is... Because you're supposed to be a scientist. And I think it says you've been exiled and you're sick. It doesn't say much more than that, but it does say that you're a scientist and you found yourself on this island. At the beginning, you stumble across, I guess I won't say too much if you want to experience it for yourself, but come across some disturbing things, and saying that something isn't quite right on this island. But sure nice of everybody to leave out some fresh water and leave all this stuff hanging out for me to come by and use it. They're a pretty friendly bunch, I assume. But so I'm just going to go ahead and synthesize this flower here to make myself a basic medicine. It's always a good thing to have a basic medicine, or I think it's extra strength medicine is the other option. There's a flower, it's like a pink flower that'll amplify the effects of whatever other flower you synthesize with it. So that one will make your extra strength medicine. And once you I'm gonna store these here. Once you get the medicine, it stores it right there in your journal. So that's, if you want to activate, you just click on it, and it also gives you some statistics about where you're at as far as the story, and what your current state is. It'll say thirsty, you have fever, it'll say dire, but here I'm looking for a lantern to save this, but usually there's a lantern here, but no luck. I'm not going to find a lantern there, but hopefully I can use this to figure out where I'm at here. So there's a little pole back there. I think I used the hut for that one. Yeah, I'm going to grab that pole, and that'll let me know where I'm at. And you'll see here, once it identifies it, say it pops out a little bit more of the map, which is nice. So you have a better idea where you're at. And then it'll let you add that statue there. And I was just seeing if there's anything else I can use here out in the distance, but it doesn't look like it. Every once in a while you'll come across a camp or a statue that's hidden there you can't really see. But you'll see one thing. Oh, I'm going to grab this this flower here. This also does a basic medicine. I think playing through it, I think I tested it here. Just to make sure that that's what it does. I wasn't sure if this was the amplifying one, because if it was, then I combine it with the other flower, and then I've got an extra strength medicine. But I believe this one is just another basic medicine. So I'm going to double check here and see. I hope you guys are checking these out, and if you like, give me some feedback if you like the voiceover, the explanation. I personally like them, like other videos people have made with the voice. Just kind of gives you a better idea of what you're looking at and what's going on. And but if you like them better with just the gameplay, that's fine with me. I talked with my buddy Denver Max, and we're gonna try to do kind of like a very short mini series kind of thing. We have a couple ideas in mind that we're gonna kind of workshop and see where they take us, but keep an eye out there with that. They'll probably be uploaded on our Unmuted Gaming YouTube channel. That's kind of going to be our launching point for all of our videos. So keep an eye out there, and subscribe to that. We don't have anything up at this point, but we should be getting some things. I'm going to try to migrate some of these gameplay videos over there, and try to get some stuff going there so that we can both post to there, and see if anybody else wants to add in, become a part of what we're working on here, and try to have some fun with the games. So here, something kind of weird. I don't fully understand. So I triangulate and I find my location. See, there's that dot again. I don't know if that thing is wandering around out there in the water somewhere, but who knows. But see there, it let me add that statue again. And I don't understand why it triangulated, or why I added it differently, because I don't see a second statue out there. And it's very confusing. I don't fully get it, but if any of you guys have been playing this game and you got a good grasp on this triangulation, let me know, because like I said, I'm still not fully understanding what's going on there. But it's always a good thing to add those statues when you can, because you can use them again for establishing landmarks in other places. So yeah, it's not a bad idea to add them when you can. So I was kind of looking at those other ones, seeing if anything else could be added again, maybe at a different angle. I'm not sure. I just really don't understand that part of it, but hopefully through playing some more. But here, come across kind of an odd scene. Some pictures of the beast that was stalking on us. I'm gonna try to cut that up there. Not gonna work. So obviously someone else has seen this thing, and looks like it kind of tormented them a little bit, kind of got in their head, and it's a weird thing. But here's a map here to some glowing blue algae, and that'll be one of the main ingredients that we need to get our oh boy, I can't think of the word, to get the cure to make sure I'm not gonna shrivel up and down on this island here. But there's a lantern I was looking for earlier. Save up here. It saves when you sleep too, but yeah, extra saves never hurt. So anyway, that's the video. Check back next time. I'd like to get up more for the heading out to the blue algae, but make sure you subscribe, check us out, Unmuted Gaming, and thanks for watching. I'm Miles, aka the New Sandwich, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.